Humanitarian and compassionate considerations are special considerations that are attached to an application. It's basically asking an officer to bend or even break the rules to allow you to meet certain qualifications. Humanitarian and compassionate considerations are only considered in very unique circumstances, and it's usually for those who face either extreme hardship or have no other options available to them. I'll give you an example. A person comes from overseas on a work permit, works in Canada for 2 years on a valid work permit, and has centralized a way of life here. Their work permit expires. They remain in Canada, continuing to work under the table. They remain in Canada for 5 years, but have centralized a way of life, and removing them from Canada would cause extreme and undue hardship because they have built a network of friends, they have family here, perhaps there are children involved, and there's nothing more for them to return to in their home country. If this is a situation that you potentially face, you may be able to qualify for humanitarian and compassionate considerations and apply for permanent residence via this route. Humanitarian and compassionate considerations are in no way meant to shortcut or circumvent the immigration system. But since Canada is accommodating and does its best to accept and acknowledge all walks of life and all situations and be as fair as possible to those who reside here, humanitarian and compassionate considerations can be considered for those who do not qualify for any other of the typical routes but are still considered to have strong ties to Canada. Strong ties to Canada can be familial ties, employment ties, property or financial ties. Whatever your situation, there might be an option for you to remain in Canada even when you think there's not, which is more than a good enough reason that you should contact us so we can outline these options to you and figure out the best way for you to remain in Canada. Thanks very much for joining us, and feel free to check out some of our other great informational videos.